Well, is your skincare routine doing more harm than good? Naturopath health educator Kate Rhéaume is here with more, because what we put on our skin is just as important as what we put in our body.
Very much so. The skin acts like a sponge, absorbing anything that's in the skincare product. Usually, the average woman uses 12 body care products per day. Men use 5 to 7. So this is a conversation for men too.
Because you think soap, shampoo, all kinds of things.
Yeah,
anything you're putting on.
All kinds of lotions and moisturizers and makeup. And those, studies have shown those products contain dozens of what are called, endocrine disrupting chemicals. So chemicals that have the potential to block, mimic, or disrupt our hormones in some way. So this really does make a difference in health. The good news is that studies have shown, for example, in teen girls, those who switch to products labeled free from fragrances, parabens, phthalates, these kinds of problematic chemicals, can reduce their measurable blood levels of those chemicals in just a few days. So the key is to not keep putting them back on and get them out of the skincare products.
So there are lines to do that. And then if you are using that, there's also ways to kind of help the body along.
That's right. So you want to look for skincare products that either have those free from on the label, or a smaller list of ingredients, many of which you can recognize what they are, versus foreign chemical names, which is sort of a red flag that they're maybe problematic. And
like rosehip oil, for example.
Rosehip oil, wonderful moisturizer, completely natural, will not disrupt hormones. So that's something to look for. Olive glycerides, so these are based from olives and olive oil, for example. Oat amino acids, these are natural compounds that have wonderful properties for skin, perfectly safe for your hormones.
Okay, are they easy to find?
You have to look. So actually looking at your local health food store is a great place to start in terms of much cleaner skincare products to begin with. And then you'll have to check labels in terms of what's not in there and what is in there. But if you spend some time looking, you can find wonderful products. These natural products have come such a long way in terms of how well they work.
And stability, and because it used to be like, you open it and then it's because it doesn't have the preservatives in it, right?
Exactly, but that has changed, and the formulas have really evolved to some very nice products that you would be just as happy with them as conventional ones.
And then the food.
Yeah, so this is important to know, that even if we have these compounds in our bodies, we have ways of detoxifying them. That's the job of the liver, and there's things we can do to help the liver in its job. So cruciferous vegetables contain a compound called sulforaphane that helps the liver break down these problematic compounds and these problematic chemicals that we find in, not just skincare products, but plastics, pesticides, all getting into the body, and help us remove them. These same foods contain vitamin C, which is an antioxidant, fights the free radicals produced during this process. So there are food-based, nutrition-based ways to help our body eliminate these toxins.
And I mean, these are foods that we kind of should be eating anyways for all kinds of other reasons, for fiber, for vitamins, for...
Very much so, exactly that. All of those things, and yet it's helpful or a good reminder to keep in mind to have a few more servings of those to help the liver do its job.
So take a look at what's on the chemical label then, on the product label there, because you think about it, we put stuff on our lips, we're putting stuff on our eyes, so it's
yeah, that's it.
Oh, I got a lot of label reading to read.
That's right.
We'll get your links up on our website, chch.com/morninglive.